tournament because there wasn't that one clear-cut great team, and just kind of a hodgepodge of teams at the top of Arkansas and Vandy and Texas, Tennessee, LSU, so on and so forth. And I am very surprised that Vanderbilt was eliminated. However, I thought they were kind of similar to Florida basketball, not in the sense of I didn't think that this Vanderbilt team was as good in their sport as Florida was in their sport, but just in terms of obviously Florida was playing the best basketball heading into the NCAA tournament. I thought Vanderbilt was playing the best baseball heading into the NCAA tournament. And in hindsight, this is something that Swain and I have talked about. I thought that Vanderbilt was able to have Tennessee's number this year because I thought the roles were a bit reversed in terms of Tennessee being the more timid team and Vanderbilt being the more aggressor, where in years past, Tennessee was the aggressor, as we well know, and Vanderbilt has been very timid and just kind of allowed Tennessee to bully them the last several years, and they were the bully this season. And now looking at how things transpired over the weekend and with how Tim Corbin was very rude to reporters and very snarky, and I feel like just putting bad karma out into the world with how he treated some people there in the middle of the weekend. I think them being somebody who they're not, because they have not been that bully on the corner of the block, I think that got the best of them this weekend. And they had an off weekend from a baseball standpoint. I think they had an off weekend because they were not right mentally. So to me, that was the one that was the most surprising. Texas has been banged up. Still obviously should be able to win their home regional, but they've suffered a lot of injuries and we're not playing their best baseball going into the NCAA tournament. But aside from those kind of top ones, I kind of thought there would be chaos just because there's not that one obvious team or even maybe two or three obvious teams that are head and shoulders better than everybody else. And I kind of had the thought to myself this weekend that, hey, transfer portal is good for college baseball at least, because I think the talent is being spread out across the country.
All right, Ben, who's your player or players to watch anytime you are looking to advance in the postseason? It's going to take some big-time performances from your best players. Who are you looking at today?
The roommates, the transfer buddies, Liam Doyle and Andrew Fisher. I think we do see Liam today, and I wonder if he's the first arm out of the gate, just to go ahead and set the tone. That's something I'm keeping an eye on is when does Liam pitch? Because I think he will pitch. If Tony's already willing to admit that he's been in his ear last night about being available today, that tells me that he feels comfortable with him going out there. And I'd be stunned if it's more than an inning. I'd drop dead in shock if he pitches more than 2 innings just after throwing 104 pitches on Friday night. And he's on the verge of being a top 5 pick for sure, but maybe even the number 1, number 2 overall pick. And Tennessee does not want to deal with the blowback if something were to happen to him from a health standpoint, bringing him back on such short rest. But this is one of the things that Tony loves about Liam Doyle is that he is willing to take the ball in this circumstance. There's a former number 2 overall pick who went elsewhere who refused to take the ball for Tennessee in these type of situations. So Liam Doyle has endeared himself in a major way to Tony Vitello with his willingness to be available and put the team first over his draft stock and the millions and millions of dollars that he is about to sign for here in under 2 months. So that's kind of I'm interested to see where that is, and I would not be surprised if Liam is first out of the gate, and then you piece it together with Arvidsson or not Arvidsson, but Franklin and Coons and Krenzel and Loy and some others after him. And but I do go back to what I said earlier about the offense. I think they're going to have to win this for Tennessee today, given the expectation that the pitching is going to have to piece it together. And I don't think that. I would be surprised if Wake Forest scores fewer than 5 runs. I like Josh asked earlier, I think it's going to take 8 to 10 runs to win this game. And I mentioned you look at the top of the lineup first. But I think Andrew Fisher is the one that sets the tone. And I think he received some weird negative feedback for voicing his comments about the fans last night. And he wasn't going out of his way to call them out or anything. He was asked directly about the atmosphere and kind of what Tennessee needs. So it's not like he brought it up on his own or was calling them out. But for some reason, fans were still a little sensitive and told him to essentially shut up and try and hit the baseball after striking out in the ninth inning, although Tennessee's not in position to potentially go to extra innings if not for Andrew Fisher hitting an RBI single and a 2-run homer over the batter's eye that went 430 feet. So he brings a lot of energy, and he's delivered constantly. He's reached base in every single game this season, and as Blake Burke's mom said on social media last night, it's not being talked about enough. He is a professional hitter. He's played himself into the first round, and I think Tennessee needs a big night from him at the top of the lineup with others. Dalton Bargo's really been struggling. They need him to get going in that cleanup spot. But I think Fish is the one that needs to set the tone for the offense, as he often has this season. He doesn't shy away from conflict or big moments, and I think he's going to come through for Tennessee tonight at some point late in the game that delivers maybe the knockout punch.
Yeah, Fisher has delivered and then some on, I think, any kind of expectation that existed when he arrived.
Fisher's fine. He can say that if he wants.
He's the guy to say. I didn't take any issue with what he said at all.
Yeah, I mean, encouraging fans to be like impactful and be a presence. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it wasn't like he said the fans were not there, even though we can clearly see 3 rows that need to be filled. Like, he was very, I thought, careful with what he said, and nothing wrong with what he said. So those fans that took issue with that, just being sensitive.
Yep.
You know how social media works.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a fun ride. It's going to be a wild one tonight. 6 o'clock start. Ben McKee will have it covered. GoVols247.com. You can read his work to get ready for the game. He'll have coverage for you there as well. 6 o'clock tonight. Winner advances. The loser sees its season in. Tennessee and Wake at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Ben McKee, GoVols247.com. Thanks for all the time again today. We appreciate it, Ben, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks for having me. Y'all have a great week.
All right, Ben.
Ben McKee giving us a couple segments. Appreciate that. He did that Friday, did that again today here on the show.
He's team Josh and Swain, man.
That's it.
Yeah, he's our baseball guy. So there's not another game that's bigger than tonight. And you got to roll with Day One Ben. That's his nickname.
Day One Ben.
Yeah, Day One Ben. He was there day one when Tennessee baseball wasn't where it is right now. He was there covering the team and the program when it wasn't good.
He's the new DOB. Day One Ben.
Day One Ben.
Yeah.
He is.
Is that what they call him?
Dob.
The DOB?
The DOB.
Yep. They are down to 4 outs. Tennessee against Texas. 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the 6th. Lady Vols have to get something going here. It's 1-0 Texas. Tennessee has to win to force another game against Texas. Texas needs 1 win to advance. They're down to 3 outs. They will head to the bottom of the 6th.
Early, Josh. You know how the way Tennessee has played the first 2 games, it's still early.
Yeah, based on the last few days, there's a lot of softball to be played. We still have plenty of show to go. You can join us. Call or text at 865-656-9900. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward on Josh and Swain.
Big savings right now on all floor covering at Frazier's Carpet One. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One, and for a very limited time, Frazier's is having a massive blowout sale on all in-stock flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, area rugs, and more, Frazier's has hundreds of thousands of square feet of all flooring in stock. And right now, if it's in stock, it's on sale, up to 50% off. As a 4th-generation, family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years if you don't offer value. Plus, no money down and free financing for an entire year. Just give us a call at 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping.
News just in. Bet365 is now live in Tennessee.
That's right. Join Bet365 today and get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose.
That's amazing.
That's for sure. With Bet365, you can bet on the spread, totals, and money line.
Well, there you have it, Tennessee. Download the Bet365 app and get your $150 in bonus bets today.
And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Tennessee. T's apply in app only.
Today, we're on a quest for the ever-elusive local business. However, our search is difficult as big-name national companies overshadow their smaller competitors. If only these local businesses knew about Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost can increase their online presence in ways that go beyond basic SEO. Aha! A mom and pop shop victory! Get found by more customers with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS Boost.com.
The minute folks step into Dollywood, I want them to feel the wonder of my Smoky Mountains and to fill their hearts with all the good and beautiful things in this big old world, and to cherish all the little moments they get to be together.
Enjoy thrilling rides, award-winning entertainment, and delicious new seasonal flavors. Plan your visit at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood, love every moment.
His Security and Technology, your one-stop shop for all your security and technology needs. We offer state-of-the-art security systems to protect your home or business, as well as cutting-edge technology solutions to enhance your daily life. Our team of experts is dedicated to providing top-quality service and support. Contact His Security Technology today to learn more about it at hissecurity.com. In God we trust, all others we monitor.
When you're preparing for your presentation, what you say matters. Your delivery matters. The quality matters. Your image matters. So trust Image Matters, Knoxville's most respected office technology dealer, to create the image you want. Image Matters is locally owned and operated, offering total document output solutions to fit both your needs and budget. From multifunction printers to production printing, backed by customer service that's second to none. To learn how Image Matters can help you, visit imagemattersinc.com or call 865-212-3600. Technology you need, people you trust.
It's time to transform your old, outdated kitchen into the dream space you and your family want. Kitchen Sales can make those dreams a reality. Kitchen Sales carries the largest selection of fine kitchen and bathroom cabinetry that ranges from a more affordable line all the way up to a fully custom line. See the selection for yourself at one of their two amazing showrooms, Hoyt Avenue, just off Cherry Street, and in the Town and Country Circle near Best Buy. For more information, go to kitchensales.net.
Kitchen Sales, cabinets and countertops. We are the place to shop. Come on down.
This says Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. Skip texted in. Maybe this is a name for the Orange Dog. Orange Dog is on hand. A little tap, little pet for the Orange Dog, Swain, looking for the positive energy. Skip says, Boyd, big orange yard dog. What do you think? Call him Boyd. Stinging Boyd for a walk. Who? That's the big orange yard dog.
I think we will allow for him to be called Boyd. Or Crockett, or
Bo. I like that we've had listeners suggest different names, and they really feel strongly about it. And I'm cool with them if he's Bo in their minds. If Skip wants to refer to the Orange Dog as Boyd, as the big orange yard dog, I'm okay with that. We'll continue to call him the Orange Dog. You call him Boyd, you call him Bo, call him Crockett.
That's
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you call him what you want to call him to help you feed the positivity.
Lil Swain, what do you think?
Nah, man.
Remember Lil Penny?
Yeah.
There's Lil Jerry.
Lil
Swain.
Probably the best commercials ever, Lil Penny.
Lil Penny was great.
Yeah.
Chris Rock was the voice.
If we can get Chris Rock to come in and be the voice of Lil Swain with the Orange Dog, I think he'd be hilarious. A talking Orange Dog with Chris Rock's voice.
Hey, we're in the AI age. We could piece something together. Get some different images of Boyd here, Lil Swain.
I think that's
and put together some commercials.
I think we
might be onto something.
Yeah.
We need to copyright
technology,
that?
man.
That's it.
You don't know if the runner touched the plate.
We got no idea.
And you don't know if it's first down or not.
Yeah, we don't know. Did she assist? Does it count?
No clue.
Why don't we spend 15 minutes trying to figure it out and come out with Appendix G?
Well, I mean, technically, it would be a warning anyway. So
that's what it seems, at least on review. Which they did, but they couldn't, so they didn't. But it would have been something if they did. Am I right? Let's see. Bottom of the 6th, runner on first now, 1 out. There's a single to left field. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Texas at the plate, leading Tennessee 1-0.
I thought you were about to say Tennessee at the plate.
No. Nope.
Well, this is what you like, Josh. You like tight, close games. You like tight, close series. This is what you want. Baseball team and softball team. This is
in victory.
Yeah.
So yeah, setting up some good drama. Nice 2-run homer coming in the top of the 7th. Would be well timed, or 3 or 4-run homer, depending on what's needed with how this bottom of the 6th plays out.
Yeah, we got to get these ladies out, then have a 2-run home run.
Carlin Pickens just threw her 100th pitch, I believe, of the game.
What was she like at 300 for
the World Series? I don't know, 500 maybe. I don't. How many did she throw yesterday? They went 9 innings.
I mean, she's been working now.
Yep. There was a strikeout on 3 pitches. That's an impressive response. So, runners on first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th for Texas.
All right.
Lady Vols are down a run. They will have to rally in the 7th inning. Right now, they're hoping to keep that to a one-run rally that's required.
All right now. Step up. Let's step up, ladies.
Todd, T-O-D, the orange dog.
I'm not calling this dude Todd. Like, come on, man.
You like Boyd a little better?
Like, you know the dog from Family Guy? Just some
Brian, right?
Normal, random human name.
Yeah.
Brian. Like, nobody names their dog a normal human name. No offense to Brian Rice. But it's a normal, basic name, just like Josh, just like Jason.
Yeah.
Like
a dog named Josh would be
like you name your dog
surprising.
something cooler, like Turbo.
Yeah, your dog's
Nitro.
name is Ace.
Nitro. Killer.
Yeah, I thought you were just doing an American Gladiators bit a moment ago.
Like Prince. Uno. Butch.
Not
Todd.
Daryl.
Todd. And Brian. And James. Hey, meet my dog George. Like, come on, man.
Growing up, I had a dog named Sam.
See, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work, man. Like, there are names specifically for animals. And there are names specifically for humans.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there's a mix. Sometimes parents decide to name their kids things they'll need to be naming them. But for the most part, it's separated.
Okay, so
we're not naming them Todd, okay?
Todd, probably out. Boyd, if you want.
Hey, Boyd sounds more like a dog's name.
Yeah, and Little Swain, if we can somehow market it and make some money off of it.
Only with Chris Rock's voice.
Yes.
AI. Only. I like the facial expressions, Josh. They scored?
They did. Maybe a throwing error. But runners second and third, 2 outs. Yes, throwing error confirmed. Runner advanced. So it's 2-0 Texas in the bottom of the 6th.
Wait, it was first and second, wasn't it?
Right, throwing error. Runner from second was able to score. Runner at first advanced to third.
All the way from second?
That's right.
What is she, Flojo?
Well, I think the ball went out of play, too. I think it might have been an automatic advancement.
Was the ball thrown out of the stadium?
I don't know. We'll have to review. We'll come back 1 hour to go right here on Josh and Swain.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
Inside the opening 45 seconds. What a goal! With that cannon of a left foot. All even at 1.
Never miss a game.
What a start for the United States. Shot for distance. What a goal.
Never miss a moment.
Exquisite from the San Diegan. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Yeah!
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
I never thought building a custom home would be this easy. When Red Door Homes built our house last year, they made the process simple. We picked from their 30-plus floor plans, customized it how we wanted, and they built it right on our land. The construction time was quick, and their 10-year warranty gave us total confidence. If you're thinking about building a home, do what we did. Go to reddoorhomestn.com and visit their showroom right off Paper Mill and Kingston Pike. You won't regret it.
Red Door Homes, home building as it should be.
Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, ceramic, or anything else for the floor, Frazier's Carpet One makes it easy. With free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping, Frazier's makes it easy. With no money down and free financing for an entire year, Frazier's makes it easy. And as a fourth-generation family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years unless you make it easy. So give us a call today at 546-4850 and let us come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping. Let us show you how easy it can be to transform one room or an entire home with beautiful, new, professionally installed flooring from Frazier's Carpet One.
Got a small business that no one's heard of except your grandma? Time for a boost. From Cumulus Boost, the affordable way to boost local search engine optimization and help manage reviews. Cumulus Boost helps local businesses improve their online presence so they're not buried by bigger companies and local searches. Get found, get on the map, and get a boost with Cumulus Boost at cumulusboost.com. That's C-U-M-U-L-U-S boost.com.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. They're proud to be known for their outstanding hometown customer service. They've been doing things that way for over 60 years. Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling, and you can even shop for tires and see their current stock right from your computer or smartphone. They invite you to stop in to one of their convenient 5 locations or come see them online at MatlockTireService.com. Modern convenience, hometown service, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Matlock Tire. Hey guys, Trevor Bain here. When I'm on the racetrack, I always look for ways to go further, faster. And when it comes to banking, I need a checking account that does the same. Rewards Checking from Southeast Bank pays me cash back with every debit card purchase over $10, gets me ACH deposits up to 3 days early, and has no monthly service fees. Taking my wallet the extra mile. Rewards Checking from Southeast Bank. Checking that takes you further. Visit southeastbank.com or visit your nearest branch to open an account today.
Member FDIC, terms and conditions apply.
Listen for details on Big Ticket. Brought to you by Food City and Certified Angus Beef on WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville, a Cumulus Media Station, 99.1, the sports animal.
This is Andrew Perloff with the Sports Minute. There's a long-standing joke that the NFL writes a script before every season. But Major League Baseball is the league that seems to have a screenplay going right now. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers against Aaron Judge and the Yankees is perfect. The World Series rematch was fun to watch this weekend, and these teams could be on a collision course to meet in the postseason once again. Not sure everyone around baseball would love it, but this sounds like a movie to me. I'm Andrew Perloff.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Everyone has a fave Wendy's Frosty flavor. And when you're choosing from chocolate or vanilla, it's not that hard. But now, there's all new Frosty Swirls and Frosty Fusions. So try picking your fave from Oreo Brownie Fusion, Pop-Tarts Strawberry Fusion, Strawberry Swirl, Brownie Batter Swirl, Caramel Swirl, and Caramel Crunch Fusion. Not so easy now, huh? For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary by location. Oreo is a trademark of Mondelez International Group. Pop-Tarts is a trademark of Kellogg North America Co., LLC. Used with permission.
Welcome into hour number 3 of Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us as we're on 99.1 The Sports Animal, AM 640 The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities area. Thank you for tuning in however you are doing so. You can always listen on demand. You can go back and listen wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, the WNML app. You can listen to us on demand anytime thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. Top of the 7th, 1 out, nobody on. Tennessee needs 2 runs to tie. Texas leads 2-0. Against Tennessee. If Tennessee loses the game, the Lady Vols will be eliminated. Tennessee is trying to win the game to force another game against Texas. But Tennessee needs to score 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Texas leading 2-0, 1-2 count. And
home run?
Out at first.
Oh, Josh.
So
don't that pause, man. Don't pause like that.
Well, I had to pause to see what happened.
Sorry, folks, that thought it was a home run. I was holding out hope.
Nope, it was a great play by the shortstop. So we'll continue to monitor here, but there is no margin for error at this point for Tennessee against Texas. Similar for Tennessee baseball against Wake Forest. They have 9 innings to go, of course, but the winner of tonight's game will advance to the Super Regional. The loser will be done for the season. We'll talk more about the game tonight. 865-656-9900 if you would like to be a part of the show to call or text. Devin texted in at the end of last segment and said we were talking about dog names and some crossover human and dog names both ways. Devin said, unfortunately, we named our dog Nico.
I mean, there's a really good receiver for the Texans named Nico, right?
Yeah, just draft Nico Collins, and I think you still get him in the second round of your fantasy draft and feel pretty good about that pick.
Yeah, I mean, and Nico is short for Nicholas. So just say, you're a fan of
Nicolas Cage?
Con Air, right?
There you go. Man, Con Air is a classic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't say you're a fan of Nick Saban, though. But
No.
Or you can say that it's Santa's dog. St. Nick named his dog Nico for short. I'm trying to help you out feel better about losing the quarterback transferring after spring. I'm just trying to help you.
Trying to help, is that what you said?
That's not good.
Well,
Santa's dog not gonna help.
I don't think that's gonna.
I'm just trying here. But
Nope.
Nicholas, just think of somebody named Nicholas, and just go with that.
Nico Williams, soccer player. Yep. So I would stick to Nico Collins of the
Nico
Houston
Collins
Texans.
it is.
Unless you're a Titans fan, and then at that point, can't go with the division rival. 865-656-9900.
Play fantasy, you always have to draft Nico Collins. It's your first pick. Whoop.
That'll do it in the Women's College World Series for Tennessee. Their final 2-0 Texas over Tennessee. Carlin Pickens went the distance again for the Lady Vols, but they come up short, failing to score today. So a terrific season. They had a terrific season, but the season is complete. Texas advancing to the Women's College World Series Championship Final Series. 865-656-9900. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We appreciate you being with us here on Josh and Swain. VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain is here. I'm Josh Ward. We say hello to Turkey Man. Turkey Man, good afternoon. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, good morning, guys. Or good afternoon now. It's after 12, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Josh, I heard you was going to have a birthday. Is that right?
That is right. Friday.
Okay. And you're going to run Wednesday, is that correct?
Yeah, so the birthday on Friday is pending, Turkey Man, because I'm going to try to run 40 miles on Wednesday to celebrate.
And are you doing it to raise money or raise your blood pressure?
There's the challenge, but the purpose is to raise money. We're raising money for Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee, which is a great organization that helps feed more than 200,000 people in 18 counties in East Tennessee. So we have a virtual food drive that's set up on Second Harvest's website. You can go to josh40.com to donate, josh40.com. So, yeah, I'll hit 40 miles on Wednesday, and we'll do it with a great purpose to help Second Harvest.
I've got an idea for you. I think if you call the Orange Dog Joey, have Josh and Jason and Joey, and Jason get on a bicycle and be your timer, motivator.
The pace man.
Carry Joey with, yeah. And I think you get more money because it's Jason going to make it, him and Joey's going to make it on the bicycle.
One problem there for Swain might be that the pace that I'll be running at, as slow as that will be, trying to maintain that slow of a speed on a bike, could probably topple over and injure himself trying to go that slow on a bicycle.
I still would like to see that.
No, don't get me wrong. I'd like to see that as well. So I think that's a good idea, Swain.
And I think you can always get fan come in and hold down the spot for you. Let you your sidekick there that takes your call. Let him do it. It'd be really, really neat to see that. You guys would really be top of the game. But I'll be pulling for you, Josh. I mean, 40
Thank
miles.
You.
That's a long way. You ever done anything like that?
I've never done 40 miles. I've done a marathon, which is 26.2, and that's been some years ago. I didn't have almost 40-year-old legs then, so it was a little easier. But we've got a plan in place. I've been training a little bit, so feeling pretty good about it, Turkey Man.
How long is it going to take you to do that? How long is it going to take you to do that?
It'll take as long as it takes. So
get all day, starting in the morning.
But, I don't know, maybe 9-10 hours if all goes well. So yeah, just a nice little day of it.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Turkey Man. Appreciate that.
Have a good one, guys.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Turkey Man. So Turkey Man we'd go viral too, I think, if you're there on the bike just cruising along. You got a little video of me huffing and puffing along the Greenway.
Man. That wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be right, man. That wouldn't be a good teammate of me.
No, I don't think that would be you having my back.
No, I don't think I should be having a bike. Maybe like a hoverboard. I think that'd be.
You come cruising through on a golf cart.
Yeah, golf cart, hoverboard. Yeah, I think that would be hilarious.
It would be a funny scene. Anybody is welcome to come by and I'm doing the run-walk method, by the way. So my running pace will not be tough to keep up with, but I'll be running, walking, to keep the fatigue down as much as possible. But you can come out to the Greenway. It's a Greenway, so it's open to anybody that wants to come out there at the UT Research Park, Cherokee Farm. So come on out. I'll be out there for a while. So you can pick a time. If you're an early walker, need a lunch break, come on by. And I downloaded the Strava app. So Chandler down the hallway is like, you don't have Strava? What are you doing? Are you a real runner? So I do have the app and a profile set up, and this is another example of I'm getting older, so I'm nervous about screwing up the technology. But as long as I don't, I should be able to, if you're on Strava, you can track my run as I'm doing it. Okay. So just I'll tweet out a link, and then I'm going to tweet out updates every time I do a lap, which is 3 miles roughly, to let folks know how I'm doing.
All right.
But you can turn on mobile notifications. You don't need to hit refresh. It'll be a while in between each update. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, it's all about completing.
That's right.
The mission.
That's right. But the main purpose to support Second Harvest Food Bank, you can go to josh40.com, josh40.com if you'd like to make a donation. You can also text JOSH to 656-9900. We'll send you a URL to the virtual food drive. It's for Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee and supporting their Food for Kids program. Kids should never have to worry about how they're going to get food. Second Harvest helps make sure they get the food. We'll come back, 865-656-9900 to be a part of the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. 45 minutes to go right here on Josh and Swain.
It's Big Ticket, sponsored by Food City and Certified Angus Beef. You could win season tickets to one of the following: UT football, UT men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, softball, the Knoxville Smokies, or the Ice Bears. Listen for where we'll be broadcasting. Show up and register to become a finalist. And at the end of the show, you could be one of 3 selected finalists. The grand prize drawing will be held on July 10th at Top Golf on Outlet Drive in Farragut. Complete details on our website at 991thesportsanimal.com. It's Big Tickets, sponsored by Food City and Certified Angus Beef. On your station for Tennessee sports, 99.1 The Sports Animal.
You run a great local business. Unfortunately, it's buried on page 15 when people search for your service online. Thankfully, there's Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost helps your business increase your online presence. Don't get overshadowed by large corporations when your neighbors need your business the most. You work too hard to go unnoticed. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost today at cumulusboost.com. That's CUMULUS boost.com.
Hey, Michael, what has Rachel been doing with her hair and complexion? She looks amazing.
Oh, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
No, seriously, I want to know. My wife's been wanting to ask her.
All right, come with me. I'll show you the secret. There you go.
Aqua Clear Water Systems? That's the secret? I've been hearing about them. I see their trucks everywhere. Even my neighbors just got one. Was it easy to get installed?
Oh, yeah, and they did it in a few hours.
Is there much maintenance?
Nah, they take care of everything.
Can you tell a difference?
Yeah, immediately. I could never go back.
Did you have a good experience with them?
That was great. It's been the best home improvement we've ever done.
Anything you didn't like about it?
Only that we didn't get it sooner.
That would be a fabulous gift for my wife. I'm going to look them up. What's their website?
AquaClearWS.com. Here, let me write it down for you.
Spring is sprung with deals at Davidson Service Tire Pros. They'll help keep you on the road, making sure you're ready for any adventure life throws your way. May 15th through June 17th, get up to $60 via Visa Reward Card or Visa Virtual Prepaid Card after online submission on purchases of 4 or more new Michelin passenger or light truck tires totaling $900 or more. Davidson Service Tire Pros. Love the drive. See store for complete details. Offer ends 6/17/25. Void where prohibited.
Do you have an anniversary or your wife's birthday approaching? Are you going to buy her a gift? I want you to stop and imagine how she'll react when she opens your gift. But before you buy anything, I want you to stop by TK Wheeler Jewelers and imagine how she'll react to your gift when it's diamonds from TK Wheeler Jewelers. Which reaction are you looking for? It'll be the best gift you've ever imagined. One woman, one diamond, one place to go. TK Wheeler Jewelers in Oak Ridge, next to Outback.
Marble City Family Chiropractic now offers cupping. If you're suffering from chronic pain or muscle tension and you've tried everything from medications to physical therapy with little relief, it's time to try cupping. Cupping uses suction to stimulate blood flow and promote healing in targeted areas of the body. It's safe, not invasive, and has been used for centuries to relieve pain and improve your overall health. Don't let chronic pain hold you back any longer. Call Marble City Family Chiropractic today and experience the benefits for yourself. Visit MarbleCityChiropractic.com to schedule your appointment.
Johnson, I've been reading about this geofencing. Know anything about it?
Yeah, boss. We use geofencing through Cumulus Digital to help drive our sales.
How does it work?
We pick precise locations, and whenever a customer enters that location, they see our ads.
That's what I thought.
Cumulus Digital.
Since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Tennessee area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated, Larry Finley and his son Scott offer custom and affordable cabinetry lines from quality brands like Soul Design Cabinetry. From remodeling to new construction, the professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath can help you design any space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom, Kingston Pike, next to Grayson Hyundai. They're not just selling cabinets, but designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you'll love.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Farragut at 865-675-3999.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Tennessee softball season came to an end just a few minutes ago. Texas won 2-0, so a very good season for the Lady Vols, but it does come to a finish with today's loss against Texas. Tennessee baseball will look to continue its season tonight, 6 o'clock start against Wake Forest.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking for seniors anytime you fall short of your goal. Yeah, I think about the NCAA tournament. I mean, I think about like all the years. Remember Adam Morrison, Gonzaga?
Mm-hmm.
He's on his knees, he's crying. I mean, you think about the seniors when they play their last game wearing that Tennessee uniform. I think about my last time as a senior wearing the uniform after a bowl game, and it's hard not to cry. It's hard to hold back those tears, and so I just feel for the seniors on this World Series team. But for the players that have eligibility left, it's an opportunity to use it as fuel. I will say this, seniors, you really could get another year if you really wanted it. All you got to do is file a little legal paperwork.
And see how it plays out.
Nah, I'm kidding. But, yeah, I feel for the seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
So, tough finish for the Lady Vols, but, again, another really good season. They'll be back in the mix next season. I would say no doubt one of the top teams going into 2026. But Texas, Oklahoma, and Texas Tech remains. Texas is on to the finals, and then how it plays out between OU, Texas Tech will decide the other side. OU is the one facing elimination there. Texas Tech went out and got a big-time pitcher, and it has paid off.
Texas went out and paid for a big-time pitcher.
That's right.
$1 million to get her to transfer from Stanford to Texas Tech, and this is like the first time they've ever been to the College World Series.
Yep, and they might win it.
They might win it.
They might.
What's the moral of the story?
What's that now?
The moral of the story? What is the moral of the story, Josh?
You got to have money.
You want to win, you got to pay for it.
That's it.
It ain't free.
It's June 2nd. Any update on the Nike-Adidas conversation? Ongoing?
I don't think we really need an update.
Okay.
I think you can kind of put two and two together and just kind of use some common sense. Like who's turning down all that money if Nike doesn't match? And you can look at other Adidas deals and kind of imagine what Tennessee's potential deal could be. And personally, I'm getting myself ready to rock some Adidas. A couple of days ago, I went up to the outlets. I went up to Sevierville, and they got the Nike store and the Adidas store. They got Under Armour, and I went to the Adidas store. Whew! I had to get used to it.
Okay.
It wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy. I did get the kids some shoes. I didn't find any or really anything. But it was a really small Adidas store.
Okay.
Really small. And the Nike store, it was bigger. And they got the clearance store, a lot more stuff. But I'm mentally getting myself prepared for Adidas. Even though I haven't heard anything official from Tennessee, I'm just using my common sense.
I think that's probably the right approach.
Yeah, I do prefer not wearing Nike shoes when I want my feet not to hurt. But when I want to look good, I put on some Nikes, make sure the insoles are good, and rock them. But I don't mind wearing some Adidas shoes. That's for sure. They're more comfortable. But, yeah, we should be hearing something in the next couple of weeks.
Boston College has they've extended their deal. They'll be the first major NCAA football sponsorship for New Balance. And New Balance is there headquartered out of Boston.
Yeah, the founder is a grad.
Yeah. So I think that's great for Boston College. I don't know how many schools we'll see with New Balance, but Cooper Flagg has a deal with New Balance. Kawhi Leonard has had one. So they've done major deals. This is their first major deal with a college football program. By the way, I'll have some gear from New Balance Knoxville on Wednesday.
That's
helping me out, which I greatly appreciate with the running effort.
Shout out to New Balance Knoxville.
I honestly do think we'll see Nike among college football programs as the major apparel leader, but I think we'll see more spread out deals among either programs or really athletes, because now college athletes can endorse apparel companies themselves, and we've seen a lot of basketball players
sign with
Adidas recently.
A lot of them. Like, there's not a time where athletes have been more open-minded about apparel and footwear with certain brands than now. Like I'm watching the Knicks and the Pacers. Aaron, Nesmith, he got New Balance basketball shoes on. I mean, you're seeing Adidas here. You're seeing Converse there. You're seeing,
Puma,
like Ball over there with the Hornets. Like, he signed a big-time Puma deal. And part of that is, you get the big check, but you get this creative, green light to be a part of designing your own shoe. And they're very colorful and very cool. And I got my daughter a pair of the balls from Puma just because they look so good. Now, I wouldn't have done that any other time, but this is the time where student athletes are saying to themselves, and pro athletes saying, "Hey man, I'm not just going to sell myself short by always going with Nike." That's what they want. They want to be able to say, "We're Nike, we're the best in town, and we're going to pay you less because you should feel privileged to wear our stuff." No, we're going to go with people that earn our business and want to allow us to be a part of the creative process, that want to, pay us what we think we are worth. So there's not a better time than to veer away from Nike than right now if you are a school, or if you are a student athlete, or if you are a professional athlete. People are open-minded right now.
Yep. So we'll see how it plays out. We're probably inching closer to something, right? On the Tennessee side, whether it's Nike or Adidas, with the next apparel deal.
We are. I think we'll know something this summer. Next couple of weeks.
Very good chance in June. Definitely before football season.
Because you have to. I mean, you have to start preparing for next year.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot. A lot goes into switching everything from one apparel company to the other. So, I think we'll know sooner than later for sure.
And when it happens, whatever happens, I'm sure the online response will be measured and reasonable.
Correct. Like always, right? I mean, hopefully folks got out of their system. Like the same folks that have been dying, I won't say dying, but on that Nike hill a couple weeks ago, you already said what you had to say. There's no reason to say it again once the deal is done and Adidas is the selection. Just pin the old tweets, okay? Just pin the old ones. We don't want to hear the new takes from you about how Tennessee messed up because they went to Nike. I don't want to hear that.
Matt texted in from Boise, which is very cool. Said, just to be clear, I love that we went to Nike when we did. I understand the money aspect. Please do not let them design the jerseys for all sports. I think Tennessee would have strong say.
Strong say.
In what the design would look like.
Strong say.
And then Kevin texted in. Kevin is in town from Covington and said, Swain, I just got done eating at Dead End Barbecue. Can't come here without it.
My man. Home of the smoked bologna, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Wonder if Kevin went over and tapped the Swain photo.
No, there's so many other photos in there. It's better.
Like you tap the Give My All sign, tap the Swain photo when you go into Dead End.
It's in the back behind the door.
High traffic area. It's near the restroom.
No. High traffic would be like front door.
Front door, sure.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes in there.
Yeah, but it's behind the door to a different room.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you went to the bathroom, you really wouldn't see it. So the photo is there, but it's not a big deal, Josh.
I think it is. Kevin, we appreciate that text. We appreciate all the interaction. We invite more of it. 865-656-9900. Cool story from the NCAA tournament we'll tell you about with our Attaboy coming up. More Tennessee talk 30 minutes to go right here on Josh and Swain.
This Thursday is a Sports Animal Thirsty Thursday. Draft beers are 1/2 price this Thursday at the Knoxville Smokies game. Join us for another Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. This week with 99.1, The Sports Animal.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Tennessee baseball fell to Wake Forest 7-6 yesterday to set up a winner-take-all elimination game in the Knoxville Regional tonight at 6 o'clock, with the winner advancing to the Super Regionals of the NCAA tournament. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. Catch the game right here on 99.1, The Sports Animal. Major League Baseball games tonight. Marlins host the Rockies at 6:40. At 7:10, the Angels visit the Red Sox. The Reds take on the Brewers. The Tigers visit the White Sox at 7:40. Giants host the Padres at 9:45. And at 10 o'clock, Twins visit the A's. Dodgers host the Mets. In tennis, in the women's draw of the French Open, Americans Coco Gauff and Madison Keys advance to the quarterfinals, where they will face one another on Wednesday. The number 3 seed American Jessica Pegula upset in the 4th round. On the men's side, Americans Tommy Paul and Francis Tiafoe are through to the quarterfinals, as well as reigning champion Carlos Alcaraz advancing to the final 8. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gate. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, they bring it to life. Offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, wood fences. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? That's A-OK.
Cumulus Digital.
Thank you for calling Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. How can I make you smile today?
Yeah, I'm having problems with my drain.
I'm sorry to hear that. What's the problem?
My toilet won't flush, my sink smells terrible, and my shower has standing water.
No worries, we can help you with that. If you keep struggling with toilets that won't flush, standing water after you shower, or smelly sinks, then you may have a drain blockage or clogged sewer line. Pipe Wrench can get your drains flowing again in no time with our $99 drain cleaning offer, and if we can't open your drain, the visit is free. You can also get a free camera inspection of your sewer line to help us easily pinpoint the source of the clog and suggest the fastest and most affordable solution. When we identify the problem, we provide the best option, ranging from drain cabling, hydrojetting, spot repair, or even sewer line replacement if needed. So don't ignore the signs of a clogged drain or sewer line before it turns into a costly problem. Call the plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench today at 865-264-8090 or look online at pipewrench.com.
A farm, a family, and a tradition of premium fresh sausage that's lasted almost a century. Using only the freshest ingredients and finest cuts of meat for flavor that is locked in instantly. Each bite of Swaggerty's Farm sausage transports you back to a warm, cozy southern kitchen, leaving you satisfied and ready to take on the day. Swaggerty's Farm, quite possibly the best tasting sausage in America. Now available at your local retailers.
Hi, I'm Pat with ProSource Home Buyers, and I buy houses cash. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me, 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you'd like. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location. I buy several houses per month and I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, divorced houses, behind on payment houses. I even buy my tenant will pay me the rent houses. Do you have a house that's in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying those houses. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and even foreclosure houses. If you have a house and you want to sell it fast, call me, 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
In a flash, sell your house for cash. ProSource Home Buyers.
Looking for the sweetest deals in town? Look no further than 991thesportsanimal.com. Sweet deals are your chance to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer, and these sweet deals are half off. So whether you're looking for pizza and sandwiches for lunch or a relaxing dinner with family and friends, Sweet Deals has it all. Visit 991thesportsanimal.com today and treat yourself to the sweetest deals in town. Sweet Deals, because everyone deserves a sweet deal.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk might not be on your shopping list, but it should be. Next time you're grabbing some milk off the shelf at your local Walmart, stop by the Straight Talk aisle and switch to real unlimited data. It's quick and convenient. It won't even take up room in your cart.
A first alert for a good reason. Now is the time to get outside, do some barbecuing, grilling, weeding, all that. It looks really nice. 82, a little bit of patchy fog, very low humidity though, compared to what we'll see later on this week. Tonight, a little bit on the chilly side, and then it does get a little steamy by the end of the week. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. At Josh and Swain on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Jason Swain's here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward. We'll hand out an attaboy coming up in just a moment. Cool story out of the NCAA tournament. We do that every day thanks to Native Design. Before that, a couple of texts from the text box. This one says, all this talk about Nike and Adidas shoes, I still rock my Reebok. Hey, love it. Go for it. Let's see. Tyler texted in, Swain, this would be more for you. All this Adidas talk smells like poverty in here. Signed, Roll Tide, Tyler. What say you?
Is he saying this as a Bama fan or a Vandy fan?
This one appears to be the Bama side. Oddly, he hasn't referenced Vandy baseball today.
Well, he didn't talk about how he was sad that his team lost and failed to make it to the Super Regional as the number one seed, making history. He didn't say anything about that. Baseball teams and the football team and the basketball team and every team is part of the apparel deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm assuming that Roll Tide Tyler's talking about football, where he's trying to say that Tennessee is broke because we may be going to Adidas. If I'm not mistaken, December the 18th, 2024, Mark Slayball put out an article about Greg Byrne, athletic director of Alabama, being very vocal about Alabama and their plans to fight back. You remember that?
I do.
You remember what Greg Byrne said? At Alabama, we are not measured ourselves against our competition. Okay, cool. That sounds great. We are the standard. And that measurement is against the mirror and against a rich and proud history. But that wasn't a period. That was a comma.
Okay.
But it's impossible to ignore what is taking place in college athletics. Hungry fan bases are actively or acting decisively and giving their respective program competitive advantages. We must respond. We are Alabama. So your AD was begging for money. Roll Tide Tyler. Your AD was begging for money. You are in no position to be calling another program poverty. No position at all. And if Tennessee makes this move, Tennessee's apparel deal would probably be about triple Alabama's Nike deal. But nice try, Tyler. Nice try.
So stuff that in your poverty pipe. How about that?
Yes, we'll say that.
Mike texted, said, "I know I'm in the minority. I wish we never left Adidas."
I mean, looking back at it, what did you really gain from it? Did the pros outweigh the cons? I don't know. I don't know if it did.
Got a Game of Jones graphic out of it. Remember that one?
Do I remember it? I'm trying to forget it. Oh, man.
Butch Jones was on the throne like the Game of Thrones.
You don't have to explain it, Josh.
But it was a bunch of Nike shoe boxes.
You don't have to explain it, Josh. Yeah. There's coaches that have won multiple championships that didn't do anything like that.
No.
Multiple SEC championships that never did anything like that. But, yeah, I'll never forget that, Josh.
His feet were propped up.
Oh, yeah. I'll never forget that. So I don't know if the pros outweighed the cons moving from Adidas to Nike, honestly. I mean, we look cool, but this is what I learned. Recruits may say they prefer this apparel company, or they may say, oh, man, those jerseys are awesome. They're sick. But last time I checked, kids were still going to Alabama and Georgia and Texas, USC, all these programs that have had the same jerseys since the beginning of time. The driest uniform in college football is Penn State's. And Alabama's is not that far behind.
Yeah, just a different shade.
The only difference,
very similar.
Well, the only difference is they got a number on the side of their helmet.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only difference. But kids are still going there. Kids are still going to USC. Now, they wasn't winning a lot, but still going to USC. Same uniforms with the black cleats and those ugly white shoelaces. They've been doing it forever. Georgia. Ugh. So you can't use uniforms and apparel as an excuse when it comes to recruiting because they don't really care that much to let that be the deciding factor.
I agree. We appreciate the thoughts, the takes on it, 865-656-9900, as right now we hand out today's Attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy.
So, Swain, we'll see what happens in the winner-take-all regional matchup between LSU and Little Rock, but what a win it was for Little Rock to beat LSU. This is a baseball powerhouse. They'll play tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time start. But last night, Malcolm Brown was the pitcher for Little Rock. Had a terrific performance, 5 1/3, only 1 earned run given up in the win against LSU. It was on his son's first birthday. Listen to the story, the background on this, because there was a really good chance Malcolm Brown was not going to pitch for Little Rock, and they're probably not alive today against LSU if he had not. This is Coach Chris Curry last night after the game with a little background on Little Rock pitcher Malcolm Brown.
He came into my office right at the beginning of the spring and said, "Hey, Coach, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play anymore. I'm going to have to go support my family." And I said, "Well, sit down and let's talk through what that looks like. And, what would you go do?" "Well, I'd get a job somewhere." "Okay, where?" "I don't know." I said, "Okay. Well, how long till you get your degree?" "About 1.5 years." "Okay. Anybody else in your family have a degree?" "No, sir." I said, "Well, how about let's be the first one to leave a legacy in your family and get a degree, so the chances of your children getting a degree and that paying off exponentially throughout not only his life but the rest of his family." And so I just need to say I'm really glad that Malcolm did not hang up baseball early in the year to go to work.
So he stays with the team. He succeeds on the field, getting closer to finishing school. He gets that win against LSU on his son's first birthday. And then there is the long-term impact that can make as well. I thought that was a cool story from Little Rock coach Chris Curry last night.
Yeah, man, when you find out you're about to have a kid, like there's this moment of freak out. Like, how am I going to take care of this thing? And what am I going to do? Glad that you have people in your corner that can help you through the process, can talk you down from the ledge, to let you know that everything's going to be okay. And this is a great story.
Yep, for sure. So, attaboy to Malcolm Brown for pushing through, making an impact on the field for his team, and he's going to make an impact long-term for his family as well. Little Rock pitcher Malcolm Brown gets our attaboy today. Every day here on Josh and Swain, we hand out attaboys and attagirls thanks to Native Design. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, memories are made. Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. You can call 865-310-3256 or visit the website nativetn.com for Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. We will come back with one segment to go, winners and losers from the weekend. We'll wrap things up with the Power Poll, final thoughts from today's show, and final look into the text box at 865-656-9900 right here on Josh and Swain.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. If you want a great-looking fence or secure entry gate that will stand the test of time, you need to call Stanley Fencing and Gates. Proudly serving East Tennessee since 2000, Stanley Fencing can customize your fence. Just tell Stanley Fencing your idea, and they'll bring it to life, offering chain link, vinyl, aluminum, and wood fencing. They even specialize in secure entry gates to protect your business. For customized fencing and gates backed by a warranty, choose the Stanley Fence family. Call 865-254-3844 or online at stanleyfence.com.
Hey Knoxville, it's your local State Farm agent, Josh Hemphill. When you combine State Farm home and
Swain Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. Contact the Josh Hemphill team right here in Powell at 865-512-7542.
Want to create a beautiful outdoor space? Call Tennessee Deck and Fence. We're your local deck and fence experts. We offer a no-pressure approach so you can relax as our team works with you to design a deck or fence that perfectly suits your needs and style. We use only the highest quality materials and expert craftsmanship to ensure a long-lasting, beautiful product. Call us today, 865-304-0955, or you can visit TennesseeDeckandFence.com for a free consultation. Let's create a backyard you're going to love.
Wedby Insurance is Knoxville's premier auto owners insurance agency. Since 1972, the staff at Wedby has made it a point to provide personalized, prompt, and professional service. Whether you need personal or commercial coverage, Wedby Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance can provide you with a coverage that fits your needs and your budget. For your home, your life, your car, or your business, Wedby Insurance will be there for your family. Contact them at wedbyinsurance.com. That's WHEDBEE Insurance.com.
At Ingles, we know the ever-present struggle of what am I going to make for dinner this week? That's why we started the Ingles table. It's all waiting for you at ingles-markets.com. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
I'm David Brewster, owner of Aqua Clear Water Systems. The next time you're hauling heavy bottles of water, think, why am I doing this? With an award-winning Connecticut water system from Aqua Clear, I could make my own clean, fresh water. Better than bottled. Give us a call at 865-694-1725 or find us on the web at aquaclearws.com.
Aqua Clear, we'll change your water. It'll change your life.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
Cumulusdigital.com.
Saving you money is our second passion. Never miss a deal. Text the word SWEET to 865-656-9900.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Back for the final segment of today's Josh and Swain. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Swain, we are getting closer to football season. We're in June now, so we have June, July, and August. Football season happens in August. August 30th will be the season opener, and then right after that, it'll be Big Kuna Wing Festival time. So we'll get you ready. We'll give you more details. But we will be out tomorrow at the BKW in Maryville, 1904 Broadway Avenue. So get ready. You're gearing up for football season, which means it's time to gear up for the Big Kuna Wing Festival. Look forward to being out there in Maryville tomorrow from 12 until 3. EA show, by the way, will be at the Y12 in Maryville, so nearby. All other shows will be out there at Big Kuna Wing Festival. And I think News Talk will be present as well.
You should eat wings while running Wednesday.
Josh and Swain, right? Which means we're supposed to be aligned, looking out for each other's best interests. Or have I misunderstood that?
I'm sorry.
Okay. That would be something. I will tell you this. That run effort would turn into a straight walk real quick.
Real quick.
Not a whole lot of running is going to take place carrying those wings around.
I mean, hey, you can eventually get done, Josh. Eventually. You got all day.
Yeah.
You got until, like, 5, 6 in the morning, all the way until 8:39 p.m.
Yeah. Thursday rolls around, 12 o'clock. You're looking for me. Where's Josh? He's still out there on the Greenway.
No, man, you'll be just fine.
Just fine. Wednesday, my 40 for 40 run. The effort is presented and supported by A.G. Hines Company to support Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee. Josh40.com, Josh40.com to donate. 40 miles for turning 40 on Friday.
I got all these really good, cool-looking shoes. It's Nike. Do I have a pair that I could wear to get out there and get a little work in with you on Wednesday? Man, I might have to check.
What did you decide on running the 40-yard dash? We're doing that time. Is that right?
We are?
I had you down as a maybe, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I'm still there.
You're still on that maybe line?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know my decision Thursday.
Okay. You know what maybe means? Maybe not. We have just a few minutes to go on today's show. Thanks again for hanging out with us. You can go back and listen anywhere you get your podcasts. You can always listen to us on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. We appreciate Joel Silverberg, as always, for producing. Lady Vols eliminated earlier in the afternoon against Texas. Great season. Tough finish today against Texas. Tennessee baseball tonight against Wake Forest. If Tennessee wins, on to Super Regional round.
Against Arkansas.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? We close out today's show with the Power Poll.
Captain, we're losing power in the warp engine. Nuclear power pants.
What's up? I'm Kenny Powers.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I have the power!
With great power comes great responsibility.
Full power, Mr. Scott.
All righty, Swain, we have our winners and losers from the weekend. Would you like to lead us off with your list?
Yeah, for sure. Pacers clinching the Eastern Conference Championship right there at home. So they'll be going to the NBA Finals, and they'll face off against the OKC Thunder. How about Detroit Lions center Frank Ragnow, who just announced that he's going to retire. He's a 4-time Pro Bowl selection. He's retiring from the Detroit Lions. How about Jack Callione from the Gators, who've been tearing it up right now, in minor league, but the Royals called him up recently, and very excited to kind of see what he does. Losers, the Knicks, mainly Karl Anthony Towns. It's supposed to be a 1-2 punch, and it was just a 1 punch with Jalen Brunson. So the Knicks got to figure out if Karl Anthony Towns is the guy to get them over the hump. He didn't necessarily play like a star that he's supposed to be in the series. The Rockies swept again, and I appreciate this as a White Sox guy. Third fastest to 50 losses in MLB history. So thank you to the Rockies for taking the pressure off the Chicago White Sox.
Shameful what you're doing over there.
Whatever. And number one, Vanderbilt baseball making history. The first number 1 seed to not advance to the Super Regional. Hate to see it.
That tasted pretty sweet, right?
Yep. Like candy.
My winners from the weekend, I do have the Pacers. Would have them higher, but the job's not finished, but that's a great run. I have Scotty Scheffler, number 4. I'd rank him higher, but, I mean, what else was he going to do besides win? I have Masha Start, number 3. She wins the Women's U.S. Open. Number 2, the fist slam heard round the world. Magnus Carlsen goes down. He's the top-ranked chess player of the world. He lost for the first time in the classical format to Gukesh Damaraju. He's 19 years old, the current world champion, knocking off Magnus in chess. Number 1, PSG, winning the Champions League. Losers from the weekend, the Rockies. Kevin O'Sullivan, Florida, just being a big old jerk, according to Coastal Carolina's coach. And then I put Vandy and Texas. Number 1 and 2 go down. Texas would have been number 1 if they hadn't blown it before.
Texas didn't make history, though.
University of Texas at Omaha.
They sure did.
University of Texas at home is where they are. That is the power poll to close out the show. Winners and losers. I think, Swain, you began the show and ended the show being petty. I think that is an appropriate roundabout to finish things out today.
We gotta win, man. We gotta win. Or people will be talking about Tennessee in the same way.
That is true.
Not in the same way, but
yeah, they still have the title from last year, but win tonight and they have a shot against Arkansas in the Super Regional round. We'll discuss whatever happens tonight tomorrow.